Welcome back to Vijay Academy. In this video, I'm explaining question number 31 from the sample paper. The question is two coins are tossed simultaneously. What is the probability of getting at least one head, at most one tail, and a head and a tail? So here, first let us write the sample space for two coins tossed simultaneously. That is all possible outcomes. So S equals to sample space equals to uh, all possible outcomes are head and heads, heads and tail, tail and heads, and tail and tail. So these are the all possible outcomes for two coins tossed simultaneously. So number of outcomes in the sample space n of s equals to 4. Now let us find out the favorable outcomes for at least one edge. So the outcomes favorable to at least one edge are the outcomes containing one edge or more than one edge. So the outcomes containing one edge are two edges. So let us write the outcomes containing one edge and more than one edge, that is edge tile, then tile edge, and edge and edge. So three outcomes which are containing more than one or more than one edge. So number of favorable outcomes are n of e equals to 3. So the probability of getting at least one edge equals to P of e equals to n of e by n of s. So n of e is 3 and n of s is 4. So the probability of getting at least one edge is 3 by 4. Similarly, the favorable outcomes for at most one tile. So favorable outcomes for at most one tile, the outcomes are, so here at most means one tile or less than one tile. One tile or less than one tile, which means no tile. So let us write the outcomes which are consisting exactly one tile or less than one tile. So under these outcomes we get head tile, then tile heads, and head and head. So here the third outcome, head and head, in this no tile. So this also will be counted under at most one tile. So number of favorable outcomes for at most one tile are 3. So probability of getting at most one tile is 3 by 4. That is n of e by n of s. Similarly, the last one, so a head and a tile. So the favorable outcomes for a head and a tile. So the outcomes should be containing exactly one head and one tile. So under this we get head tile and tile heads. So two outcomes are there. So number of favorable outcomes are 2. So probability of getting a head and a tile P of e equals to n of e by n of s, which is 2 by 4, that is equals to 1 by 2. Thank you.